have been cut by 30%. The salaries of all political appointees, including myself, have been reduced by 30%. Fuel coupon allocations have been slashed by 50%, and other expenditures suspended. I am very much aware that some teacher unions declared a strike in pursuit of a 20% cost of living allowance demand. I'm happy that yesterday the teachers were joined by other members of organized labor under the umbrella of the Trades Union Congress to sit down with government, led by the Ministers for Employment and Labor Relations and Education, to begin negotiations on this matter. I want to add my voice to the appeal by the outstanding Minister for Employment and Labor Relations, the Honorable Ignatius Bafwewia, Member of Parliament for Sunyani West, for the teachers to return to the classrooms pending the outcome of these negotiations, so that the education of our children, some of whom are preparing to sit their final exams, is not affected. We are in a difficult place. The world is in a difficult place. Leaders around the world, like we are doing here in Ghana, are working assiduously to resolve the fundamental challenges that have plunged the world into the current economic condition in which it finds itself.
Well, be sure that we'll bring you more Eid stories subsequently, but let's stay on the impact of the strike by the 4 teacher unions. And the Conference of Heads of Assisted Senior High Schools, CHAS, has denied reports that it has been forcing members of striking teachers and education workers union to work. TEWU had in a statement warned against the intimidation of its members in various schools by heads.
On Monday, July 4, 2022, the 4 unions in education, namely the Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, the National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, Teachers and Educational Workers Union, TEWU, and the Coalition of Concerned Teachers, Ghana, withdrew their services in all the pre-tertiary educational space to back their demand for the cost of living allowance, COLA. Days into the strike, leadership of TEWU has expressed concern. More than 10,000 kitchen staff face dismissal from heads of senior and junior high schools if they should continue with their strike. General Secretary of TEWU, Mark Crunchy, told TV3 they have petitioned the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Professor Opokwa Mankwa, to stop the heads or risk confrontation from members.
To an extent that you tell somebody if you don't come to work, you are fired. What authority does these heads have to tell somebody that you are fired? In their employment contract, is there anything that says that you cannot go on strike? And this is a lawful strike. Since we started, have you heard anybody saying that this strike is illegal? So for me, those words of intimidation and words of threats that I'll sack you, you lose your job and all that, we felt it is just below the belt and they should not continue in this manner. We have advised all our members to stay at home until they hear from us. We have also written to the Director General saying that please talk to your members to refrain from these acts. Otherwise, then you are putting the stage for us to have confrontation.
But the Conference of Heads of Assisted Senior High Schools, CHAS, however, fears a possible shutdown of schools should all the kitchen staff withdraw their services in the coming days. Alhaji Yakubu Abubakar is National President of CHAS.
Given that the students are still in school, they must eat and drink. And if that should take place, definitely their services will be required. So if we get a total breakdown as far as the strike is concerned, then it means the students will not be fed, and it may lead to chaos situation. So it is with understanding, as a result of persuasion, that we have gotten some of these people to cooperate, just so that the system, at least we can sustain it while we find solution to the reason for which the strike action has taken place. So there has not been any force at all from CHAS.
The Teachers and Educational Workers Union, meanwhile, has called on all the non-teaching staff to withdraw all services and stay at home until they hear from leadership.
Let's bring us some politics now, and a leading member of the New Patriotic Party, Nana Okomia, has warned the current trend of votes buying during elections, if not properly addressed, would get worse. Speaking ahead of the governing New Patriotic Party's elections, the former communications director of the party advocated for reforms in the electoral system. Take a listen.
The matter of money it's a really sore issue. The way we run our elections, all of the parties, NPP, NDC, it's going to be difficult to reduce the impact of money, because once you're having all these elections, from youth organizer to women organizer to chairman to everything, once you are going to have elections and people are going to go out and meet delegates, it's going to be difficult to control or influence the interaction of people who are contesting and their interaction with delegates. The more elections you have, the more monies are going to play, and going forward as a country, we should be looking at how we can reform our electoral systems to fashion up a system that can reduce this hot competition and this huge influence of money. And if we leave it like it is, I can tell you it's going to get worse. These days, gadgetry like TV sets, fridges have become very ordinary. It's going to go on to cars, it's going to go on to other things if we don't reform the system.
Now, the Right to Information Commission says lack of the adequate government's budgetary allocation is thwarting its efforts to educating the public about the RTI law and its implementation. The Executive Secretary of the RTI Commission, Yao Sapon Boateng, made this known at a forum on civil society relations on the implementation of the RTI law in Accra.
Administrative and bureaucratic bottlenecks coupled with the imposition of fees by public institutions are among a host of challenges impeding access to public information. Star Ghana Foundation, in partnership with Ghana Developing Communities Association and Ghana Friends, convened a forum with civil society organizations on the implementation of a right to information in Ghana.
Because RTI, as we know, is critical and fundamental to democracy and democratic governance. It's fundamental to the realization of citizens' rights and ability to make informed demands and hold duty bearers accountable. Active citizenship cannot happen, cannot take place, cannot be effective without access to information.
The forum sought to, among others, strengthen civil society awareness about the implementation of the RTI law.
So if you make an application and you are given such an excuse, all right, you have a duty to complain at the commission to activate some of these powers. It is not enough to say I made the request and I wasn't given information. It is also important that you go to the end of the right that has been given you by the law.
The forum was also to galvanize civil society support targeted dialogues with policy actors.
In terms of the 69 applications that we have filed so far, I think that some institutions have complied, other institutions have been frustrating. The Commission has proven to be an efficient institution that would certainly help empower people to assert that. So maybe I'll just want
a discussion paper titled Assessing Access to Information in the Context of the RTI Law Implementation was commissioned as part of a project Inception.
Denial of information on grounds that information is not available, and if somebody tells information is not available, what's the evidence for that? And you can't do it, practically not do it, can't do anything about that. But they told you that is not available, even though it may be available. Denial of information on grounds that fees and charges have not been determined, and there's
The paper assessed the prevailing status of the RTI law, including confusion between public institutions that hold public information and citizens, the media and civil society groups.
For that mix-up there, but the Right to Information Commission says lack of adequate government's budgetary allocation is thwarting its efforts at educating the public about the RTI law and its implementation. The Executive Secretary of the RTI made this known in Accra.
Shouldn't just be funding on paper. When you allocate 10 million Ghana cedis for the work of the commission, you should ensure that they actually get 10 million to work. Not that by the end of the year, 10 million, you only had 1 million to work. So it's not enough to just allocate, but also make the funding available. So funding is the major challenge of the organization.
Executive Secretary of the RTI Commission, Yao Sapon Boateng, says the Commission had explored alternative sources of funding with support from the Media Foundation for West Africa to raise funds to equip its offices.
But I must say that we have not only sat back and depended on government. Sule has been of good guidance in even helping us know where the money is hiding, so that we are able to access money to function. Through his efforts, we have been able to secure some funding for computers and printers for our staff to be able to work with.
The forum was organized under Star Ghana's Foundation's Rebuilding Civic Space project in partnership with the Ghana Developing Communities Association and the Ghana Friends.
The attitude of the finance ministry is that, well, you can bring your budget, but this is what we have. So we have to work with what the government has. So when you send your budget, they bring you something they call budget ceilings, and you are required to readjust to that budget ceiling.
Already, the RTI Coalition, through the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative, has submitted inputs for consideration.
So I can say that furniture and computers and laptops that we use for our work now has been solely donated by private individuals and organizations who are interested in what we do. Yes.
Now to some more stories. The Ghana Private Road Transport Union has put on hold the proposed 15% increase in transport fares. The union is preparing to table a new proposal for discussions with the government next week following the upward adjustments in fuel prices last week. The GPRTU says the sector is collapsing due to the current hikes in fuel prices. Industrial Relations Officer of the GPRTU, Alhaji Abbas Moro, was speaking on the sidelines of the Media Journal's 3 Business Colloquium on the IMF bailout and inflation.
When we talk about the current inflation or the current economic situation, the job that I do as a professional driver, it has really affected us in the sense that we don't gain any returns from a hard day's work. Even if care is not taken, our business will collapse. There won't be any young one coming into it, because I don't think there will be anybody who would like to get into a profession which has no benefits. Nobody will do that. One of the taxes we've been paying is price stabilization and recovery levy. We don't see it. We don't see where the money goes, because it should have been used to stabilize the prices for us, but the price keep going up. You know, DVLA documentation we've been paying. We have to visit there to compare the previous increment to the current stage as we are in today. The local authority, which are the assemblies, we have to visit the monies we've been paying, the insurance policy, spare parts, lubricants, etc., etc. So the last work we did on it was without all these things, and we dwell on the fuel, which was around 15% by then. Then the last window, just last week, came with an increment, another increment. And should we go ahead and talk about the 15%, we would have cheated ourselves. We are currently going to work on it again with the current increment on the fuel and come out with whatever decision we will come finally with. Roughly next week, we should be in a position to finish everything and present the current issue that we have to the government.
Some Eat Stories now, and in spite of the increased price of cattle and sheep, patronage is encouraging at the largest livestock market in Kumasi, Mayanka. Over 10,000 livestock have so far been sold, and more are expected to follow as Muslims mark the Eid al-Adha celebrations. My colleague Ibrahim Abubakar has more in the following report.
It's a busy day here at the Kumasi Abattoir. Hundreds of Muslims have come to this market to secure an animal within their budget for the Eid al-Adha celebration, termed as the Festival of Sacrifice. The 3-day celebration is marked by sacrificing an animal by Muslims to prove their devotion and love for Allah. Thousands of animals are brought from across the country and even neighboring Burkina Faso to be traded here. But with majority of the public complaining about rising cost of living, how is patronage faring this year?
It is good. You can still see more people coming in to patronize the animal, despite the high cost of living. People are coming to buy. We did about more than 20,000 animals here within the Kra here last year. But this year, we haven't finished yet. But when you see the number of people who are trooping in to buy animals, we are anticipating that it will be more than last year, what we did last year.
Prices of a cow ranges between 4,000 and 15,000 Ghana cedis. This is double the price of the same size of animal last year. For sheep, it goes for between 1,500 and 6,000 Ghana cedis.
When it gets to this particular time, we also, as Muslims, we don't look at the price, because we are going in to buy the animals because of a certain purpose, because we are going to use it for a sacrifice. We are going to use it to pray to Allah to give us more life, more wisdom.
For Muslims who can afford, buying an animal for the celebration is not a choice but a sacrifice. Hence, they are resolved to get one at any cost.
It's been a hectic year for everyone because the prices of the animals is very, very high compared to last year. If not because of God, I don't think I will be able to do it. I'm just doing it because we're just doing it because of God, and it's sacrifice that we have to do.
It go up small, but it's good. Because we go feed, we want to buy some, but as I come here, I still say I go feed buy.
So though the prices of the animals have shot up, people do not want to be left out of this celebration. For every Muslim who can afford, it is incumbent on him or her to at least slaughter one or two of these animals and distribute it to the needy in society so that they will also be part of the Eid al-Adha celebration. Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3 News, Kumasi.
Meanwhile, some Muslims in Accra say the current bad economic conditions in the country has affected the performance of some key religious activities, including zakat, that is the act of almsgiving. They say prices of ram and cattle meant for the celebration have soared, making it difficult for many Muslims to afford. They have been speaking to Stanley Niblo.
When you go to a Zongo communities, you see how people are moving around, crisscrossing the area with ram, with cattle, with goat, so many things, animals that we are enshrined to use as far as Eid al-Adha is concerned. But most households are complaining, well, this year there's difficulty, and it is true. Ram that cost, say, 2,000 Ghana cedis last year, this year goes for 3,500, 4,500. Will you believe, why should I use 4,500 and buy a ram? It's too expensive. It's too expensive. And you look at cattle. This year, I was surprised. People were selling cattle 39,000 Ghana cedis. That is the fare for Hajj. This is Hajj. It's 39,000 Ghana cedis. And people are selling cattle, 39,000 Ghana cedis. Others are saying 15,000, 20,000, and thereabout. So this tells you that this year, in fact, the condition that we find ourselves, so serious.
When the economic situation is not favorable, obviously it will affect in the sense that you take the zakah when the resources are there. But when the resources, imagine in the course of the year round, the business collapse, there won't be any zakat. So obviously, depending on the circumstance of the economic situation, your zakat will be affected.
From the way the country is moving, you can see the economy is very hard. It's biting, seriously, it's biting. Some of them are in pain now that they can't afford to slaughter the animal. Yeah, because of the economy. Yeah, so it's truly biting.
Now, the deputy imam of the Al-Husana Wal Jama sect, Sheikh Mohammed Kamil Mohammed, has challenged Muslims to resist the practice of LGBTQ in the country. Addressing Muslims after the Saturday Eid prayers, he described the practice as evil, which must not be given the opportunity to fester.
We need to be aware of the dangers and evils in the practice of LGBTQ+. Confronting the world today and must be followed upon by every individual considering the consequences in such act here on earth and before meeting in creators in the hereafter. The practice is a curse plot against Islam and humanity and large. For this consequence, every individual, especially Muslims, should fight against such evilness, since the religion of Islam encourages righteousness and anything that brings benefit to society, and prohibit evilness and anything that harms society. LGBTQ+ is nothing but harm and evil to society. The activities of LGBTQ, which involve a female having sexual relation with a fellow female lesbian, a male partner having sexual desire with his fellow male gay, where a person has sexual relation with both males and females, bisexualists, where people feel the need to change their nature, gender, meaning a male to be turned into female and female to be turned into male, transgender. For this reason, the Quran and Hadith highly prohibit these evil activities. Allah and His Messenger curse all those engaged in such activities. The activities are factors contributing to several social and economic problems the world is facing with the recent times. Until we speak and fight against such activities, we should know that we shall forever be in crisis and difficulties.
We're still watching Midday Live from our news hub here to the South Kanda in the crowd. Take a quick breather. We'll be back with more news. Don't go away.
Is Nadidi. If you are looking for quality and authentic mobile phones and accessories, look no further than Franco Trading Enterprise. Franco Trading Enterprise deals in products such as iPhones, Samsung, Nokia, and all kinds of phones. We have accessories like hard drive, Bluetooth speakers, pen drive, and all kinds of phone accessories. We also deal in all brands of laptops. We are open for wholesales and retails. Franco Trading Enterprise, the home of quality mobile phones and accessories.
Franco Trading Enterprise, we have branches all over Ghana. You can also download Franco Trading app on Google Play Store.
I'm sure you have your answer.
Of course, yes.
You are expected to come dancing again to put off the rush of one and take your date away.
It all started as a date. Then love crept in. Then they won the hearts of many. The time has come again to find out how our couples are doing.
I really love Nanajua.
I like him.
I'm really into her.
The most important people in our lives love each other.
I don't love her, I adore her.
We will still be friends. I mean, best friends.
It's all about Date Rush Season 7 reunion and who takes home an award on the night. Happening live on Sunday, 10th July 2022 at TV3 Studio B, 8 p.m. sharp. Date Rush, everyone deserves love.
Date Rush is sponsored by
Rush Energy Drink,
Airtel Tigo, Life is Simple, Fun Ice, Gino Max, Geisha, Close Up, and supported by Enapa Foods, Heaven Black Insecticide Spray and Mosquito Coil, Deluxe Acrylic Paint, Papa's Pizza, Darling Lemon, Freedom, HD Plus, Duffy's Health and Beauty.
This week on the Lady Circle.
Do you always have to go for somebody who has the exact same dating style or love style as you?
I wouldn't want or envision myself marrying someone for the rest of my life where I'm struggling or I'm asking for him to want to talk to me or love me.
If you go a single day without talking to me, there's an issue. I will fight you. Because I love the whole idea of looking into your eyes or the communication of touch or the communicate. Oh, stop it.
She is through with one eye and the lady is looking lovely. First eye. Miss Tika is done. Okay, all right. And you finished. Hi, my name is Carla and I'm an entrepreneur. Catch me on the Lady Circle this Saturday with the girls.
Lady Circle, every Saturday, 6 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by
Yaz Sanitary Pad,
Woodin.
TV3 in partnership with Association of Ghana Industries AGI presents SME Fair and Funding Summit 2022 from the 7th to the 11th of July 2022 at the Junction Mall Accra. There will be free social media marketing, training, access to funding support for your business, live interviews, lots of fun, giveaways, face painting, kids special Saturday playground and fashion night. For more details and registration, contact 0249 44 7118 or 0243 584976 or 0241 272606 and 0503 896814. TV3 SME Fair and Funding Summit, growing your business.
SME Fair is sponsored by Allianz Life Insurance.
Welcome back. Let's bring you some more news now. And the African Union is asking leaders of the African countries to regroup and think of a sustainable food security in the midst of a devastating Russia-Ukraine crisis meeting. Now, with the support from the European Union, the African Union is meeting is expected in coastal and marine services to ascertain how data can be collected for use by all countries for growth.
It means that Africa has to rethink now its agriculture and its food security strategy. And acquisition of data, processing of data becomes more than critical. It becomes more than critical because it is a pillar to allow decision makers to develop good policies, but also to allow those who are on the ground to intervene at the appropriate place, at the appropriate moment, with the appropriate means. All is about data, all is about information. And space, science and technology is providing most, I would say, in real time, the appropriate data and information.
We have different national agencies that are involved in environmental management, ocean resources, coastal systems here. And that bit you brought in about how are we monitoring close seasons. The University of Ghana has the technology, and I was even invited by the minister to help show how her directive was enforced. We have resources, technical resources for doing all of this. So the ministry tends to benefit from what we do.
The two global leaders in cocoa production, Ghana and Ivory Coast, have summoned leading multinational chocolate companies over challenges facing the implementation of the living income differential for cocoa farmers. The living income differential gives farmers $400 per ton to help shore up their income. Chief Executive Officer of Cocoa Board, Joseph Adu Boahin Adu, together with Ivory Coast, are however accusing some cocoa buyers of circumventing the initiative to the disadvantage of cocoa farmers.
From the supply side, now we have a deficit, shortage of cocoa in Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. Still prices are down. So we must interrogate this matter very well, because when there is surplus in the market, prices are down. When there's shortage, prices are down. And this informs us that there's some kind of deliberate attempt to keep prices down. And that's why, you know, we want very frank, open discussion on this matter here, because we represent the base, which is very vulnerable, the farmer, the producers. You constitute the neck, you know, and then you have the consumers at the top. And we believe that the base is not getting this remunerative reward.
All right, now let's cross over to the Junction Mall where my colleague George Quinning is standing by for updates from that 3FM SME Fair. George, if you can hear me, how's the SME Fair going?
A very good afternoon to all our church viewers out there. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. We are coming to you live from the Junction Mall here at Nungwa in Accra. Okay. A very good all our church viewers out there, good afternoon, and we're coming to you live from the Junction Mall here at Nungwa in Accra. It's all about the TV3 SME Fair and Funding Summit in partnership with the Association of Ghana Industries AGI and supported by FDA and sponsored by Alliance. And so this very event has a tagline, grow your business. And so all the exhibitors here, you know, are optimistic of the fact that if they associate with the TV3 brand, they'll be given that leverage. And so that's exactly what is going on right now. We've got a lot of exhibitors here lined up, and so it's a one-stop shop for clothing, anything, cosmetics, medicines, you just name it. Just get here if you've not been here. It's running through to Monday, 11th of July. And so we've got several exhibitors here. We want to run by you what exactly they do, and so it makes it easier when you get here. Good morning. And that's okay, Couture. What exactly do you do?
Jat Couture is a home of fashion. We have everything ranging from beads and accessories. We have jewelries, we have waist beads, we have anklets, we have necklace, we have rings, earrings. Yeah, we have shirts too for men.
So can you design a beads like to my specification?
Yes, we can do that for you.
So I know this is your first time being part of the fair. Is this your first time?
Yeah, I've been to other fairs, but this is my first time with TV3.
So you can testify that this is one of a kind.
Yes, it's very special.
So if viewers are watching you from the house, you want to put your number across so that it makes it easier when they're coming here.
Okay, my number is 0547 06 7231. 0547 06 7231.
Okay, so you heard from Jat Couture, they are into beads and anything accessories, and you just heard from here. We are moving from stand to stand, and this is Big Ass Clothing. What's up? You guys are so excited. Is it because it's Salah or is it because you're part of the SME Fair?
It's because it's Salah. We are representing our big Muslim women. Look at me. And you know, it's also because we are so happy to be part of this program, because this is our first time and we're going to represent again and again clothing the plus size women in Ghana and in Africa. Yes.
So you did this?
Yes, yes.
Wow, and this one?
Our production, everything you see here was that, except this, because this is more of the Muslim. So I'm just wearing this to celebrate with our Muslims.
So how true is it that, doing, business in Ghana as a local business is very difficult and stressful? Is that what it is?
It is very difficult because the system itself, it's a bit complex. You have to push harder, but if things can be made a bit softer for small business people to thrive, I think we can turn Ghana into that place that everybody want to be.
So bad kasala to our Muslim brothers and sisters. And so if you're watching from the house, it's not too late. Come here, get some clothing for tonight's celebration actually, and I'm sure you're gonna look so dapper like they are looking. And so people are watching. You want to put your number across?
Yeah, so our number is 0244228183. We are on IG, that's Big Girls Online, and Facebook as well, Big Girls Online.
Big Girls Online is taking advantage of social media. You can just get them on IG, as she said, engage them, and so I'm sure maybe after the fair you can connect with them one-on-one and then talk business. So this is Tupperware. What do you guys do?
In fact, we sell normal plastic products, which is BPA free. It doesn't have any chemicals in them. It preserves your food and your vegetables longer for fresh, and you can stay in the fridge, outside the fridge, for about 1 or 2 months outside the fridge. Your products, your tomato, your carrots, whatever the perishables, it can stay in the fridge for more than 2 months. That you are safe. You don't throw your food away, you don't waste your food, you don't waste your money too. So this is Tupperware. We have freezer for fridge, microwave bowls, we have blender, manual blender, bottles for your kids for school. We have so many. So you come, we are in Junction Mall, come and we will sort you out.
How true is it that you can't microwave food in plastic?
Because there is no BPA. Our Ghanaian plastics are recycled, but this one is organic, so this one is safe for microwave. It's safe because there are no BPA in them. It's the PPA what spoils our products, your food and whatever we put in. So you can buy Tupperware and buy ordinary bowl, put them there for about 3 to 6 hours. You get Tupperware going for 2 days without fridge in the outside the fridge, and within some few hours your ordinary bowl gone.
Well said. Can you put your number across?
02436560036 and 05091191990.
So you heard from Tupperware. If you're a bachelor, you want to get like 20 of this to store your food when your girlfriend cooks for you, right?
You're welcome.
Well, if you just tuned in, we come to you live from the Junction Mall here at, Teshi in Accra. It's all about the TV3 SME Fair and fun and stuff. I know you. And last year you were here.
Sure. Last year I was here, Sumgane.
Oh yeah. I know you've been doing classes for this clothing or something. Yeah.
Sure. Yes. Beautiful ones for that matter. Hand-sewn smokes. We have the best. This is just a correct definition of a hand-sewn smoke. So if you have never seen a hand-sewn smoke, this is how it looks like. It's beautiful, it's authentic, and it's like wherever you wear it, you rock out. So I think as a Ghanaian, you have to rock a smoke. Don't let a foreigner rock it before you. Yeah, exactly. We have an adage in our language that which means don't let the foreigner come and get like an outsider or a visitor get drunk before you. So it means that it belongs to us. So we must rock it, like so that when the foreigners see it, they will admire it and buy more. And this is beautiful and quality. We are just a call away.
So if I want to buy this, it's very heavy.
Yeah, which makes it quality.
How much is this going for?
It's just some small price amount of money. We'll see each other.
Just say it. Maybe someone is watching, they want to buy.
Oh, it's not expensive. Let them come. They should come. It's not expensive. They should come. We have discount for them. The price we sell here is different from the price we sell when we are not in the fair. So they should come to Junction Mall. We are waiting for them. We'll give them a good discount. Okay. Yeah.
So one thing about this fair is the fact that we are giving you huge discount. We don't want to miss this at all. And that very smoke is very heavy. Your number, yeah, I know. Just put your number across, I know.
So we are just a call away. 024-133-2946. 024-133-2946. And some Ghana Venture teachers will sort you out. The best comes from the north.
Exactly, it really comes from the north. So if you want to show how patriotic you are, you can come to Son Ghani for your smoke, hand woven, and you're gonna love it. Let's still, engage, these exhibitors here. Several of them, your one-stop shop for anything clothing, cosmetics, medicine, kids wear, beads, accessories, just name them. And I can see Mr. Kente, what's up? Cool, whatever. Then I
yeah,
I think last time we buy.
Yes. Yeah, this is our first time we are working with you guys. You have been helpful to us.
Yeah.
You have given us a platform to showcase our product, specifically made in Ghana product. This time we have made in Ghana kente, to be precise, the one woven in yarns like silk, cotton, and rayon. And we have modern and Asian kente to display.
Wow.
If you can see, these are the Asian kente. This is called Nanketre.
Wow.
It's mostly for wedding and adult.
Yeah, my wedding is actually coming on, so maybe I'll take your number.
Very well. Very well.
So how much will someone pay for something like this?
This one is 1,000 cedis for the 6 years.
So this is just a yard?
This is 2 years.
Okay, so like you put it together?
Yeah, this is a 2 year put together. We have 3 of these that constitute the 6 years.
Okay.
And when we come, we will serve you better. And for us, when you buy a kente from our end to do your engagement or adult marriage ceremony, after giving birth, if you have a daughter, we'll give you 2 years for free.
Wow, this is huge.
Yes, and when you had a son, you come for 4 years.
Oh wow. But where are you located after the fair?
We are in Kumasi, Kejetianu Market, shop number 1281. We are located in Akosombo, on Akosombo Link Road near AIS Basic School. We are at Kroboduma Sikpong. We are opposite the police station, and at the same time Achima Kwetia, opposite RC Church. Our phone numbers are 0243 279751 and 020 885 1075. Our social media handles are Savida Bonjwe Kente on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Okay, so you can find them on social media. They're very heavy there. Savida Bonjwe Kente. If you're a prospective couple, you want to engage them for your adoring, for your engagement, and for that wedding to look so glamorous. And so you heard from him. But we would want to end here, but we are not done. If you just tune in, we're coming to you live from the Junction Mall. It's all about the TV3 SME Fair and Funding Summit. We'll join you again, later in the day. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thank you so much, George Quaiding, my colleague. They're coming to us from the Junction Mall where the TV3 SME Fair is happening. It's not too late. It's running up until Monday. So if you have the time, just pass on there and grab a few things. There's some more stories this afternoon. Efforts by the Ayawaso Central Municipal Assembly to reduce flooding at Alajo and its environs is being hampered by the delay in the release of District Assembly Common Fund and low revenue generation. At the town hall meeting, the Municipal Chief Executive Alhaji Muhammad Kwei said the Assembly mobilized only 3.2 million cedis of its MPs and District Development Common Funds, representing 33.3% of the total target for 2021.
Ayawaso Central Municipality comprises some flood-prone areas including Alajo, Aveno, Kwame Nkrumah Circle, Pig Farm and parts of Accra New Town. The Assembly is therefore faced with the enormous task of working towards reducing the perennial flooding along with improving other social amenities. Another major task is how to relocate to a permanent office complex. Unfortunately, the year 2021 ended with the Assembly generating a total of 6.02 million cedis as against the projected 13 million cedis. This represents 9.5 million cedis district and MP's common fund and 3.5 million cedis internally generated fund IGF. As a result, many projects including storm drains have to be suspended. Some infrastructure projects, including an office and court complex, as well as the Education and Health Directorate, are at various levels of construction.
You have a right to accountability from us, but you should not forget that you also have responsibility and duty to honor our obligations. as responsible and patriotic citizens by paying your levies. The Assembly is determined to work in the best interest of the citizens.
The Assembly had earlier constructed a one-story school block to relocate some students of the Kotobabi cluster of schools to make way for an assembly complex.
Because we're supposed to finish it last year, but they are saying that, like how you initially indicated, lack of funds. So now a little funds has come. I mean, they are on site working. So hopefully by December, we are going to complete that edifice.
The town hall meeting was to account to the people and seek their support in revenue mobilization.
We're still watching Midday Live from our news hub here to the Sawi Kandana. We'll take a quick breather and we'll return. Bill Ashan is standing by with all the latest in the world of sports. Don't go away.
I'm sure you have your answer.
Of course, yes.
You are expected to come dancing again, put off the rush of one, and take your dates away.
Okay.